In today's video, we are going to build an arcade machine inside an arcade machine. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Wicked Gamer and Collector. So in today's video, I have more like an inspiration video. And in this video, I want to talk about the G1000. And the reason why I was looking at ways to upgrade your Arcade1up. Thinking, okay, we have the option for a Raspberry Pi. Really cool option. Maybe Raspberry Pi 3 and 4. We're having a Pandora box and different versions they can do. But all of these options are not very cheap. Not at all, in my opinion. So I was searching for some new options. Thinking about this one. It's not cheap again, but there is a cheaper version that runs basically the same software and has, yeah, just some basic cheap buttons. But it doesn't matter because we want to use the internal parts of this thing. Then I'm thinking, okay, but how do you connect this Mini machine to your Arcade1up? Alright, so let's talk about that. And if you look at the back of the device, you can see we have a lot of different options to connect this little mini machine to your, for example, your Arcade1up. For example, we have an HDMI port. We're having two USB connections for your controller. In this case, we are going to use encoder boards because we want to use arcade sticks. I have an amplifier in my Arcade1up. If you have this too, you can use the jack audio out. So this can be also an option if you want to use an amplifier or you just want to connect it to a jack. The TF card, it contains the file, so keep in mind, don't mess with it. And we need a mini USB. There's an old mini USB, it's an old connection, but we're going to need some power. Odd enough, we're not going to need it. We need to just put it on, and when I'm booting up my Arcade1up, it's going to get the signal and the signal from the main device itself. Let's talk about the G1000 for people who are not familiar with the product. The G1000 is basically an Android-based mini arcade machine. It's running on, let's say, Android 3 or 4, very old, so it's prehistoric if you will. It's a dinosaur Android version, but it does the trick. Yes, it is. Because if you look at the system support, we have all the old retro game systems. You need to think about portable systems like Game Boy. We're having Capcom systems, Neo Geo, and even some support for the Capcom System 3. So that's pretty cool. So you can play more like the later games like Street Fighter 3. And if you want to add games, it's pretty simple. You just add them through the CF card here at the back. So that is also not a problem. You cannot connect it to the Wi-Fi or something like that. So for example, with a Raspberry Pi, so you need to keep that one in mind. But I think the G1000 can be a great option if you look at the main board itself. Alright, so I'm going to rip my Arcade1up and I'm going to show you how I'm going to connect it and what you need to take. You just need to do for connecting this little mini machine to your Arcade1up. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is open it up. I already modified this cabinet with a Raspberry Pi, but I just want to show you in this video what do you need. I'm going to leave a link in the description for the parts. I'm just going to show you what are you going to need for adding this system to your Arcade1up. Alright, the first thing you're going to need is the conversion board for your Arcade1up cabinet that converts the signal of the monitor to the HDMI connection that we're going to use for the G1000. Alright, so don't mind the bass, it's an incredible nightmare by the way. So I already built in a Raspberry Pi, what I already told you before. And what I'm going to do is plug in this HDMI cable, or pull it out, the Raspberry Pi in this case, and put it here at the back of the system. I'm going to use only one USB connection, so pulling it out of the Raspberry Pi, putting it in here. And the same goes for the amplifier, because I want to have some sound. That's it. Alright, everything is connected. There's only one thing I need to show you if it comes to the encoder boards. Alright, so let's talk about the encoder board. This is going to be a small problem. I mean you need to connect every button to a certain, let's say, socket. If you don't do this correctly, everything is not mapped correctly. Even the joystick has some problem. I'm going to show you what I mean with this. And you shall need to resolder a lot of new connections, for example with the joystick itself. Alright, so let's connect it and I'm going to show you, does it work and is it easy to use. Alright, let's go! Alright, so this is the result when powering on the system, and as you can see, it works and it responds to the joysticks. The only downside, it's reversed, so I'm pressing left, it goes right, and everything is reversed, so it's a little bit of a bummer. So this is what I'm trying to say with the encoder board, that you need to put everything on the right position. And there is no way of reconfiguring this in the software itself. So this is a little bit of a bummer. But alright, so what you can see here, we're having a lot of different options. I really love the menu, it's very clean, it's very simple. When going into the menu, I need to find the buttons. Here it is. And as you can see, it got a lot of support for different systems. Alright, so let's play a little bit and let's see how it works. I'm cheating a little bit because I need to give the credit through the device itself. I'm hoping you can fix this by using the encoder board and putting everything in the right position. For this video, I just want to show you that everything works fine. Alright, let's start the game. And the music is pretty low, by the way. Alright, let's give it a credit. Let's start the game. So as you can see, you cannot see it, but you can hear it. I didn't map the button correctly, so I need to use the cheating option. If I can find this stupid button.
Welcome to the Dwellers Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
I can see that it doesn't work with this one because it's using now the system itself.
Fighters ready. Engage.
And as you can see, it runs Street Fighter 3 perfectly on this thing. I have really no clue how to play with this character, by the way. My way. Let's go. That's the game.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright. So guys, that concludes this small inspiration video. We're just going to call it this way. And the reason why I wanted to show you this in this quick video, maybe it's a great idea if you want to modify your arcade or not, but I want to know from you, what do you think of this option, the G1000 or an arcade machine inside an arcade machine? I really like the G1000 because of the emulation is pretty good. It's not very, let's say, expensive to buy. Buy the one without controllers, because that's going to save you a lot of money, because you have the pack with controllers and without controllers. And as you can see, emulation, even PlayStation runs. So you can easily add your own games. It's got a basic menu. It even has the quick load and quick save option in this thing. So, or better said, instant archive. So that is pretty cool, if you ask me. Alright, so I want to thank you for watching. I hope it helped. I hope to give you some inspiration. And see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell. Don't forget, and if you like gameplay, don't forget to check out the Wicked Gaming channel, because we have a lot of stuff going on there. Yeah. I love the soundtrack. See you next time.